In this video, we're going to give examples of point of sale materials that are very consistent. So it's also mostly the brands behind the point of sale materials that keep creating consistent point of sale materials. So these examples illustrate the importance of POSM being recognizable and is consistent with the brand iconography, so the shoppers will immediately link the point of sale materials that they're seeing to the brand itself. So let's just deep dive into the examples. The first examples I have here is from Carlsberg, and you would always see that Carlsberg is also very consistent throughout the brand and also throughout the point of sale materials they create, no matter what country that you're going to. You would always see the very recognizable bottle. You would always see the logo that's very recognizable as well, also that you see it over here. But just looking at this display, it's also a very nice premium display with some lights, some different kind of SKUs as well. And it fits with the brand iconography, and the light really attracts the shopper here as well. So being consistent throughout is key when you're building a brand. Another example here is actually also from Carlsberg, but they have put here a sign outside a restaurant, and they probably sponsored this sign and therefore made an agreement with the restaurant so that they would pay this sign if they could get their colors and the logo on as well. So that's what they did, and that's also another way of thinking of point of sale materials, that you can also actually help the restaurants or bars or outlets in any kind and then actually get your logo and kind of brand colors on there. So again, you see the very consistent color on those two here, as well as the logo and then the big name of the restaurant. So that's also a way to do it. Another example is Grimbergen here. This is a picture I've taken myself, and the point of sale material you see here is actually more kind of an Instagram wall where they have made these very nice light wings that is very consistent with the brand Grimbergen and the phoenix that they have. That is the logo of the brand. So you will see that on all kind of POSM that Grimbergen has created, you will see these wings and the phoenix. And this is a great example of something where it will attract shoppers and consumers to take pictures and therefore share it on the social media as well. Another example is a Baileys displays that you see here. What Baileys is very good at doing is always being consistent, showing how Baileys is meant to be a spirit product that fits very well in the treat category. So you would always on Baileys point of sale materials see key visuals here where you place Baileys with a nice cocktail, maybe made like a hot chocolate, or in some kind of a treating section category. So this is what Baileys is super consistent in doing. And here you see a display where they are sponsoring the Eurovision as the main sponsor. And you would just see that this is something that can be utilized throughout the off-trade channels. But super consistent with the way the key visuals are created. Even this is a different campaign than what the standard Baileys is doing. They still connect the treating aspect to the overall brand, even though it's a Eurovision campaign. So some great examples here. The next examples I want to highlight are Corona, the Corona beer brand. They are, I've mentioned that before in some other videos, one of the best brands when it comes to consistency. So here you have some examples from some social media posts they've done, as well as a bar that they have created on a beach, as well as a more larger display that they have made in probably a supermarket, hypermarket, or maybe even a fair or something like that. So here again, the colors are very consistent throughout. The brand, the white as well from the bottle on the label as well, the logo. What they could even have included to make it a little bit more better was to create some kind of key visuals where you see the perfect serve, you see some people enjoying the beer, so you see the occasion of how this beer is supposed to be drank. But just with the images of the beach, you kind of get this beach vibes immediately from all the different kind of displays here and point of sale materials. So again, a great example of a brand being very consistent in the marketing. And the last example I want to show is Aperol. Aperol is super consistent when it comes to promoting this shopper solution of Aperol Spritz. Sometimes you even forget that the brand is just called Aperol, and then the Aperol Spritz is actually a drink itself. So they're very good at showing these three ingredients that you need to make an Aperol Spritz: the soda water, the Prosecco, and then the Aperol, of course. And they do that consistently in most of their displays. that I have seen, and also the point of sale materials that I've seen as well. So here's another great example of how this orange color and the Aperol Spritz is really connecting with the shopper and making it very easy for the shopper to pick 3 ingredients, and then you simply have a drink. So those were some great examples when it comes to the consistent category of point of sale materials.